Hey everybody. So I haven't posted a lot of numerology videos lately because I've just been in doing a bunch of different things, and most of you know that yes, I am a numerologist, and yes, I do numerology reports for people. And since today I was looking at a numerology chart for someone in a relationship, I thought I would answer this particular question. So, when we do numerology reports, we look at the numbers in different parts of your chart. And in each part of your chart, say a person has a number that's a 1, another person has a number of 2. Well, when we take those numbers and we put them together, it means there's a 1 degree of separation from the 1 and the 2. Okay. And then let's just say a person has a number of a 5 and a person has a number of 7. Again, that's a 7 minus 5 is 2. So it's 2 degrees of separation. Those degrees of separation give us insight as to what it would take for a person to make that particular area of their chart work with that particular person. This is used not just in relationships with spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, whatever. It is also used when hiring employees. It is also used with working with people, with your coworkers. It's also used with deciding to relocate to a particular city or take a new job, start a business, name a business. So these numbers and the degrees of separation become vital in different pieces of your chart. Particularly since I was dealing with a person in terms of relationship, when you look at a person's chart, we also look at the personal months and the personal years, even the personal days. And you can do a report and get down to the finite details of what the energy is for the person for that month, that day, that week, that year. And if you have these degrees of separation, it would help you to understand what your partner's degree or energy is. So if your partner is in the energy of, say, a 7, 7 is a thinker. A 7 kind of likes to be within, withdrawn. They're studying. Sometimes they're overthinking. It depends on which side of the energy they're on. So if your partner's in that energy, it would be helpful for you to understand that it's not personal. Your partner is simply going within for a moment, right? Then when your partner comes out of that energy and they go into, say, an 8, because it's different for each person, they might not go into an 8 energy, but let's just say they go into an 8 energy. The 8 energy now is a boss business kind of energy. It's a power in charge kind of energy. It's getting things done on a kind of a financial, but not just financial in the sense of money. It's setting your root system in place with your root chakra, right? Those are different levels of chakras that you're looking at, different energies that you're looking at. If you know that's the energy that your partner is in, you might have the ability to be more open to what they're dealing with in the moment, right? And then if you look at things, you might see that this is only going to last for a month or 2 weeks. Can I get with this for that period of time? Is everything else worth it? Sure. Or you might see that this is going to consistently be an issue. You guys are going to be in two different energies. And this is why I say that although two people might be good people, they might not be good for each other, because some energies are just too much to really overcome unless people are in it for reasons that are not truly about connecting, right? People will put up with things if they're just in it for money, they're in it for sex, they're in it for drugs or whatever. But when a person truly wants to have a soul connection, these numbers become important. And that's why when I see people who have like 5 degrees of separation, it is more of a challenge. Can it be overcome? Of course it can. The problem is most people have been conditioned to not work to overcome the differences. And most of the people that I meet aren't willing to do that, as far as both partners aren't willing. Most of the time it's just one person's like, yes, I'm willing. The other person's like, no, it is too much for me. This is also why I like to do numerology reports in the early stages of relationships, and do it in the early stages so people can be aware and they can make the decisions before they're really invested in the relationship. Meaning you can see these patterns and be like, oh wait, no, I can't deal with that. Me today cannot deal with that. Saying that, know that there's a maturity number that occurs, and who you are today is not who you will be when you mature. And some people, when they mature, they're better suited for that energy that they can't deal with in their youth. So that also means the timing of when you meet a person is important. This is why I consider numerology to be so comprehensive. And again, it's not that I don't think astrology is important. I do think astrology has its place. I do think, most of the different things out there are important, but I just have seen that when it comes to structuring the communication, the binary system is one that is everything resonates with. Even the chakras are lined up to a sort of binary system. Okay, and I operate in the 5 elements. So operating in the 5 elements means I have to look at the totality of things. I look at your numerology chart. True, I look at other things in your spatial awareness, meaning how are you in relation to the world? Are you really with your head in the clouds? Are you grounded? Are you on a journey of self-discovery versus a person who's not on a journey of self-discovery? Or, those things. There's other factors, because two people can be spiritual and be spiritual in two completely different ways. Two people can be grounded and be grounded in two different ways. There's a lot of different factors. So all of that means that it is worth exploring in detail before you completely commit to a person. You should really do the detailed exploration of your numerology chart and ask all the pertinent questions about where they're going in life or how they feel about life, and also give them that feedback about yourself. If you're into numerology and tarot or anything else, you should tell them what that information means for you and how you feel about things, right? So you give them a chance to know if that's something they can deal with, because it's only going to continue to grow as you become older. All right, a lot of stuff to say. All of the numbers are important. The degree of separation is very important. Do your work. If you want me to do your chart, it's available on my website, tsfcenter.com. You can message me on whatever platform you see this video on, and we can go from there. All right, bye.